Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. My name's John. Welcome back to Geek Talk. Pretty much what this is a Rick and Morty video. We're going to talk about Easter eggs, jokes, and references you may have missed. So let's get right into it, shall we? Now, in the episode where Morty asks Rick to make him a love potion, it all goes wrong. Everyone gets changed into Cronenbergs. At one point, Jerry and Beth fight Cronenbergs, and at one point, Jerry says to Beth, "I wish that penis was my shotgun." And Beth says to Jerry, "If it were, you can call me Ernest Hemingway." Now, if you don't know who Ernest Hemingway is, an American novelist who wrote short stories, and pretty much he committed suicide by taking a shotgun to his mouth. So there's kind of a joke here, because if Jerry's penis was a shotgun and Beth is saying, "You can call me Ernest Hemingway," that means, well, I don't think I need to explain this perverted joke, do I? Moving on. Sis Semper Calumnium. Now, in the episode with Gazorpazorps, on the throne of one of the women Gazorpazorps that I have to assume is like the empress of the whole place, on her step, it says, "Sis Semper Calumnium." This is Latin for "you're always wrong." In Interdimensional Television 1, we saw Michael Jackson throw a video, but they were all telephones. But that's what the reference was Michael Jackson's music video Thriller, which is a good song, by the way. Go listen to it. In the episode Something Ricked Its Way, we had an Adventure Time Gauntlet of the Hero just sitting on the floor next to Rick standing. Also, the store in the episode is called Needful Things, and the man is called Mr. Needful. This is actually a huge reference to Stephen King's Needful Thing book and movie. Now, this next part is kind of no secret, so get ready for this. Pretty much, I'm not going to talk about all of them here. I'm just going to talk about a few of them. But it's no secret that the creators of Rick and Morty and the creators of Gravity Falls are huge friends and know each other. Rick and Morty have constantly been putting all these Easter eggs of Gravity Falls into their episodes. For instance, if you look in the background of the Citadel, I think it's Season 3, Episode 1, there's a Morty Maple and a Morty Dipper. And in the episode Morty's Mind Blowers, there was a tube containing one of the memories labeled Bill S. This might stand for Bill Cipher. And there's one more, no coincidence, Stanford. This obviously stands for Stanford Pines. It is pretty much indicated that Rick knows Stanford. And I will be doing a whole separate video about that. Also, in Morty's Mind Blowers, in the very first scene, Morty is holding the Truth Tortoise. He looks into his eyes, and the Truth Tortoise says so to him. He says, "I'm a Beatle. Paul is dead." Now, if you guys don't know, there's a theory about the Beatles that Paul McCartney died in 1966, and I may or may not be doing a conspiracy theory just about that. But I'm not going to get into the conspiracy theory about this. I want to do it in a different video. So, I think in Season 3, Episode 6, where it's the Evil Morty episode, there's all these Mortys with signs during the election, and one of them says, "Nobody exists on purpose. Vote Morty." This is a callback to Season 2, where Morty says to Summer, "Nobody exists on purpose. Everyone's going to die. Will you just watch TV?" Now, at one point, we see a Morty in a bar in that episode too, wearing a orange jacket, kind of looking like Marty McFly's from Back to the Future. Now, if you guys don't know, this show is kind of a parody towards Back to the Future, so it's kind of a joke that's always been talked about with it. Also, another thing in that episode is that there's actually kind of a Doctor Who reference, which was a Rick with a scarf with a brown coat with a hat on. People say this is more of a reference toward the Fourth Doctor, which I agree with, but some people, which I don't agree with, say this is more toward the Sixth Doctor, in their opinion. Now, in the episode where Rick meets his ex-girlfriend in the episode, autoerotic assimilation, they're both watching TV and she's controlling what's happening on TV. Now, there's a little joke behind this, but the show that they're making fun of is Community. Now, he's saying, make them have sex on the table, now cancel it, now put it back on. This is kind of a joke towards Community because a lot of the people on Community have sex on the table, and the show is getting canceled and uncanceled pretty much every year or so. At least that's what I heard and read. Now, there's a little funny thing with the Jerry daycare episode. Did you recognize the music in the background? Well, this is kind of going back to one of the previous episodes, but remember when I was talking about the... Oh, no, wait, I didn't talk about it yet, did I? Alright, well, in the episode, the one where he was in the simulation, they had the settings on low, and the radio set was playing human music. Now, that same music, the human music, was playing in the background for Jerry because he likes it. This just shows how Jerry this daycare is. There's a scene in Rick and Morty where Morty's half human and Gazorpazorp's son is dancing in an abandoned building. I think it's an abandoned building. And this is supposed to be a clear reference to Kevin Bacon's Warehouse Anger Dance. Now, in Season 3, Episode 1, Rick is going through... Well, he made up these memories, pretty much, I would think. But you see him in his mind looking at a house with a younger version of him. This is actually the house that he's living in, is actually a house that is a recreation of Walter White's house from Breaking Bad. In that same episode, Summer is going around the garage looking for any secret things that Rick may have hidden in the garage. At one point, we see that she opens a cabinet that contains 1, Apple, 2, a picture of Doofus Rick, and 3, the Titanic. Now, I'll explain these one by one. The picture of Doofus Rick is from the episode where they think Rick was going around killing other Ricks, blah blah blah, evil Morty, blah blah blah. And we saw pretty much Rick not love. Well, you know, he built a friendship with Doofus Rick, and he liked him more than regular Rick, and even suggested to kill the other Rick. Anyway, that was one thing. Also, the apple was from, like I said, the assimilation. Well, I didn't say it, but I want to talk about it. The assimilation where he thought he wasn't in a simulation, but he turned out to be, and he had the whole apple thing, like hungry for apples, but it failed. So that was another thing he loved but failed. Then there was the Titanic that he took Beth to that she didn't like, and that he was really disappointed that she didn't like it because he really just wanted a romantic weekend with his wife, and his wife was a total bitch about it, let's face it. Anyway, guys, these have been the Rick and Morty Easter eggs, references, and jokes you may have missed. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you like our channel, please subscribe. Please follow us on all our other social media. We try and make videos daily. If we don't, they will come out the next day. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We enjoy the support, and we thank you for the support, and we enjoy making the videos. Anyway, guys, geek out.